southeast wind, plus every knot.
Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. Thought I'd do a video today, take you on the lake with me, get my kayak ready. We're almost there, it's about a quarter mile from my house, and we'll get you when we're back on the lake. Stay tuned. Hi guys, Anthony here. We got to our destination. It's a lake close to my house, so I'm going to take you guys on the lake with me. We'll shoot the breeze for a while. We got a beautiful day here in South Florida. About 73 degrees, winds about 13 miles an hour from the south. And I just put in at a local park. It's like a place where people come and walk their dogs. Just a big open field, a couple benches back there. And it's under a 5-minute walk from my house. The kayak today, the Ocean Kayak, Trident 13. Not much gear with me other than my marine radio, a pair of gloves, the Bear Grylls machete, a water bottle, Camelback water bottle, my dry bag with some extra gear in it, wallet and keys, and again my transportation is the Malone Scupper Pro wheels, and we'll be putting in right here. In this section of the lake, and this lake opens up for miles in the community here, so stay tuned. Alright guys, we're out on the lake having a great time today. just enjoying being outside, enjoying the great outdoors, doing some bird watching. And as usual, when I take my kayak out, I do a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating, a lot of prayer. And today's video is nothing really major. I just want to talk about actually, whatever's on your minds. And I'll make some comments, and hopefully you guys will respond with yours, and we'll get a dialogue going, and try to figure out a way to get our country out of this mess that it's in right now. If you watch the latest round of gun debates, the latest one was with Feinstein, and I forget the Republican's name. And he was basically giving her a lesson on the Constitution. What it says and what it means and what our country's all about. But the problem is, and I think most people would agree with me, that these politicians and those running and pulling the strings do not give a crap what our Constitution says, what it means. All they care about is advancing their agenda. That's why things like signing a petition, or maybe even letting your voice be heard by sending an email or something to that effect to our illustrious leaders. Just want to adjust this camera, sorry. Our illustrious leaders really don't mean or make a big difference. I was watching a few videos today with some ideas, and I won't go into a lot of the ideas now that we watched, but you could see an uptick with the government purchasing, billions of rounds of ammunition, putting men and material in places around the country, staging areas, recruitment centers, activating internment camps, which is a proven fact. It's not fiction. Although, a lot of people will deny it, and a lot of mainstream Americans that are too busy watching the latest round of TV programs won't even know what you're talking about. until actually it's too late. Watched a video last night on Hiberniason did the video. He was talking about, you know, prepping is not enough. You know, you got to actually put your preps to the test, get out there, begin getting in shape and exercising and fitness, and you know, in case something does come down. You know, right now, if you're a couch potato, you're not going to be too much use to you, yourself, and your family, and those around you in your community. Another thing he touched on was, and getting back to the workout part, if you watch this channel, my channel, you'll see that it addresses both, you know, the prepping end, the fitness end, and the spiritual end. Because I think all those three go together in harmony. And I think if you have balance in all those three categories, you will be better prepared all the way around. And so he made comments along those lines that you need to be in shape, you need to, you know, you need to get involved in your community, and that's one of the things that I believe strongly in, especially the local community. He talked about getting to know your sheriff, and you know, I think that's important. I'm getting bit by a mosquito. It's important, and that's one of the reasons I participate in, you know, not only things through my church, where we volunteer, we do mission work, or whatever it is we're doing at the time, but I believe strongly in things like Rotary. You'll see in a few of my videos, I'm a local Rotarian, and Rotary is a, you know, non-religious organization. It's a worldwide organization. You know, you're talking over 1.2 million people in almost every country around the world, focusing on, you know, the end game is world peace. You know, so a lot of the projects and things that Rotary is involved in, both locally, nationally, and internationally, are for the betterment of society. Things like providing drinking water, safe drinking water for people that don't have it, sanitation for people that don't have it, getting rid of polio, which is one of the Rotary's biggest goals, which is almost eradicated worldwide. And so by being involved in causes like that will not only help you round you out as a better person, but A, it'll get you to know people, more people in your community. It'll get you interacting and taking action and learning what's going on around you, instead of being shelled up in a box and always thinking about bugging out and maybe you know, hiding, or whatever, you know, whatever it is we preppers get caught up in a lot. And so so Rotary is one, and many people are involved in it. You know, the Chamber of Commerce. These are all, you know, local things you can get involved in. Kiwanis. Another very good avenue, and very good project to get involved in, that is, I think, is nationwide, and probably if you do a little research on your own in your community, you could find your local CERT organization, the Citizens Emergency Response Team. Now, it just so happens in our community where I live, both the CERT leader or main instructor happens to be the fire chief of the community, and I happen to be friends with him. And lo and behold, he is also a fellow Rotarian, along with the police chief in our direct city, not the police chief of Broward County, but the chief of the city where I live. He is also a Rotarian. And so I'm able, on a weekly basis, to interact with these people, to talk with them, and on the CERT end, to actually receive instruction from our very own fire chief, in which I, you know, always run questions by, relating to rescue and first aid and whatever things that I'm not that good on, and he helps me out. Also, the many the many CERT members, which we have about 60 in our group, train for a day when, you know, our community will need us, whether it's directly our direct family and community, or being dispatched somewhere else in the county to help on that end. And so things like this, I think, make you a better person. By getting involved in the community, you get an ear, almost an ear to the ground on what's going on community-wide. And I think overall that'll make you a better prepper, or even if you don't call yourself a prepper, it'll make you better prepared for anything that is to come. Just saw a big fish jump out of the water. Hope it was a fish. You know, it'll make you a more well-rounded person. And so, in closing the video, this particular video, you know, get involved in community, have balance in your life, and focus on fitness if you're not right now. You know, a diet plan, a meal plan, a supplement regime, a workout program, even if it's going out walking every night, will be better than doing nothing. And so, if you need help on that end of it, again, feel free to send me a PM or comment on my videos. I have lots of videos on working out, lots on prepping, and I plan on doing more on the community end of it and what I've been doing in the community. And one of the ones is the jail stories that I began telling a few weeks back. I plan on doing more of that. But our government has run amok. They are not, they do not care about the Constitution, most of them. And most of them, by their silence, I tend to concur with, could care less either. The power structure is just getting bigger and bigger. The government is getting bigger and bigger. Our debt is getting bigger and bigger. The so-called $16 trillion it's unable to be paid back, and it's actually way, way more than that. If you factor in unfunded liabilities, you'll find that we're looking at, you know, well over 100 trillion, maybe even to $200 trillion into the quadrillion range, which, guys, is, you know, at some point you got to pay the piper. And so this is why I do a lot of my videos, to get you aware, and to somehow spur you on into getting better prepared, because the more people on a local and community level that are prepared, that are networked, and that are ready, the better chances are you have for survival or coming through an SHTF situation, a WROL, some kind of event that I believe will happen in the very near future. Maybe multiple events, but I think you get the gist of this video. You know, stay prepared, get involved in community on the local level, know what's going on, continue to serve, continue to do good, don't get depressed. In the end, I think, you know, Hibernia's son said also that, you know, it's in God's hands, and I concur. Our lives are in God's hands, and with that, I'll end this video. Godspeed, stay ready, take care.